Peace, my kings and queens, and welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to pick right back up where we left off on the day when I found everything out, when my family members and my husband was exposed. If you're new here, thank you for tapping on to today's link. And for all my returning family members, let's get right back into it. So we're still on that phone call from when she had the nerve to call me about 6 hours later, telling me that my husband reached out to her. And I think I neglected to mention, she said that if given the circumstances all over again, if he reached out to her again, she would do the same thing. I just remember that we kept going back and forth in a moment about her husband not liking me, the family not liking me, and all of this was just some bullshit. Everything was in order to deflect. Okay, she just wanted to remove the focus from herself and make me out to be the bad guy once again. But even though I'm very, very weak in the moment and I'm still kind of caught like a deer in headlight, I am still conscious enough to know that what she's saying is not true. She had the nerve to keep going on, and she was belting out, "You fat bitch," and all of this stuff. And I'm telling you guys, it was coming from like the pit of her stomach. She meant every syllable of every word. But again, she had already given me her strongest blow. So I was up for the fight at this point. Not 100%, but I was in it. She went on to finally tell me her angle in all this. She said to me, "Guys, I need you to go back in your mind to all the stories that I shared with you, because I'm about to wrap it up and put the bow on it right now. This bitch sat on that phone and told me that the reason why she did all this was because I hurt her daughter. I hurt her daughter." And I'm like, "I hurt your daughter? What the hell are you talking about?" She said, "I hurt her daughter." Guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, when I uploaded the older content saying that there's a baby on the way, and I bet you guys was thinking that it was my husband out there fooling around and made a baby, but it ended up being that her daughter's boyfriend stepped out of the relationship and had a baby, and I was the one that had to tell them. Well, I told the mother, who then in turn told the daughter, and then they actually took it out on me and blamed me. All of this was from something that happened 3 years prior. That's how I could put the timestamp that they were talking to my husband and doing it on my back for 3+ years, because it goes back to when I found out that my coworker's niece was having a baby with her daughter's boyfriend, and I had to tell them. And it actually obviously was true. And I see people put in the comments that, they were jealous and it didn't make any sense for them to stop speaking to me. And somebody even hit the nail on the head. I just couldn't say anything back then when I uploaded. It simply wasn't that they were finding out for the first time. I figured it all out. They knew already. They were just embarrassed that I knew. So how in the hell do you as a mother make your daughter believe that Wanda, is wrong? How do you make her and even yourself and even my stupid ass husband, how do y'all come around and blame me for that bullshit? How? What role did I play in it? I never laid down with anybody and got anybody pregnant. So how am I the fuck to blame? Oh my God. She finally, it took 6 hours, because remember that conversation where I found everything out, and she was calling me all the names and stuff at her home, was 6 hours prior. All day I thought about it, and I couldn't come up with why would they do something like that to me. Only to find out it was because of this no good behind ninja that her daughter is still with to this day. Does that make any sense? You get mad at me, the messenger, but you still laying with that cowardly lion after all these years? Remind you, it was 3 years before I found out. And all of this since I found out has been 2 years. So it's 5 years later that you're still laying up with this man. And I come to find out by talking to one of my male family members that that wasn't even the first time. He had 3 children on her. 3. I'm just I'm just still to this day when I think about it, it's just fucking crazy. You, as a seasoned adult, is walking around thinking like that and behaving like that, and you're raising children and grandchildren. Shame on you. Shame on you. I hope and I pray that you get everything that you're entitled to. I don't want you to get spared of anything. I want all of your karma to arrive just on time. I don't want it to be rushed. I don't want it to be expressed. I want you to marinate in this shit. I want you to, 2 years ain't good enough. Keep on living and keep on feeling ashamed and embarrassed and defeated. Keep on feeling like the world is against you. Keep on feeling embarrassed. Keep on feeling embarrassed and talking about me behind my back and my other family members who support me. Keep right on doing that, because I'm not reaching out to anybody on anybody's behalf. I'm not reaching out to speak to anybody. I am okay now with what y'all did to me. I am okay. The problem is y'all thought it would wipe me out. You thought I would be gone after that. Oh, you let me down. You knocked me down. But I'm back up on my goddamn feet and I'm moving on along, and I'm more of a social person than I've ever been, as far as going out with my girlfriends and enjoying conversations with my friends. Now, I will say it is very hard for me to foster relationships with new friends, but it's okay. I found out who my real A1 day ones are because they were there with me. They were there with me when you guys had me down in the fucking trenches, when I was fighting and kicking and climbing and sliding back down trying to get out of there, where y'all put me down in the trenches. But I'm up now, baby, and I know it's going to make you sick every time you lay eyes on me. Because, guys, yes, we still live in the same development, and it's only always going to be a matter of time before we cross paths. But I'm okay now. I used to not want to cross paths, but God's got me. My strength is up. And I want to thank everybody that's been listening to my series. I'll see you in the next upload.